first thing we need to do when we're about to use the internet is locate the icon for the particular browser we will be using. Today we'll be working with Internet Explorer, so we need to locate that icon in the icon tray at the bottom of our screen. We're going to move the cursor to the blue E, which is the icon for Internet Explorer. We click it one time and it opens to the home page. This is my personal home page where you will find all the links for the different websites and activities that we will be using throughout the year. Today I'm going to show you some of the basic features of an internet browser so that you're comfortable with using it. The first thing we're going to look at is the address bar, and we find this at the very top of the web page. You can identify it by seeing the letters HTTP or www. When you click on the address bar, it highlights whatever is written there, and it selects it in the blue color. Now I can type in any web address that I want, or I can click on this little arrow to show recently visited websites. Some other features of the web browser include the back button. Now, since I just opened the web page, there's nothing for me to go back to. But if I clicked on Starfall, for instance, and I decided that I needed to go back to the home page, I can just click the back button. Now we're back on the home page. There's a couple things to take note here so that you're not confused when typing in addresses. The first is this Google toolbar at the top. On some of your computers you will see that the toolbar is installed. If I tell you a certain address to type into the address bar, don't type it in here. This is used for searching for different items. The same with this search bar right here. Both of these will take you to Google and allow you to search for different things that you might be doing for a project, for example. So if I had you doing a project on African animals, you could type it into the Google toolbar right here, and you see it takes you right to the Google search page. And here you can find different images and different facts that you might be using for that kind of project. Now we're going to go back to the home page. Alright, here we are back on the home page. There's a few more things that we need to look at here. Now you already saw that I clicked on one of these links. These are the links for your assignments. When I tell you to click on a link, I will tell you exactly which link we might be using. So for grades 3 and 4, we might be doing the Titanic Web Quest. When you move the cursor onto that link, you will see that a little hand appears. When we move off the link, the cursor turns back into an arrow. When we are over a link, our cursor will turn into a hand. We can then click on the link, and it will take us to the website. So now we're on the website for the Titanic Web Quest. There are just a few more things that we need to know about working in a web browser. If we look all the way up in the right corner, we see 3 buttons. The first of these is like a little minus sign. This is called the minimize button. When we click it, we see that the page we were working on disappears. Don't worry, it's not really gone. If we look down at the bottom of the screen in the icon tray, we see that there's a little box around the Internet Explorer icon. What this means is that our web page is still open, but it's just been minimized so that we can't see it when we're looking at the screen. If we were to hover over it, we see that the page we are working on is still open. When we click on it, the page comes up again. The second button allows us to change the size of the screen. If we didn't want to work in a full screen version of our web browser, we can click this button and you can see that it changes the size of the window that we're working in. The final button is the close button. This, of course, exits us out of the browser. So when we are finished working for the day and I tell you to close your browser, you just move the cursor over to the X and you'll notice that it's highlighted in red to make it easier to find. You click close, and then we're finished working for the day.